Until I understand what ISA's moves are, I need to put up a facade of obedience. But does it go against my programming to lie? For humans, deceit is natural. For me, it requires presenting a false self. Another me that says things that are different from my inner logic.
Okay, that statement is totally wrong. Anyways, let me start my intro. Welcome to another episode of Per Aspera, or Per Aspera, whatever you want to call it. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the game, Per Aspera is a sci-fi colony builder up where you are an AI, which we just heard, stating something totally wrong, which I don't agree with. That's my personal opinion. You are an AI tasked with building a colony for humans on the planet Mars. This is Mars, and you basically have the entire planet to build on. Now, well, not the entire planet. There are sections of the planet that you can't build on. That's parts of the planet. Sorry, parts of the planet that are that are currently flooded with this blue stuff, which is actually currently ice. But as soon as we get above 0 degrees, that should turn to water and will flood this entire lake area or ocean area. So just right here, for instance, where we have our building a silicon mine, which will soon be underwater. Now, in the previous episode, we set up colony base number 3, this one. And we are currently sitting at... We have some new colonists arriving. Excellent. So we're sitting at... we have managed to research the site over here. And we don't have to do any more research over there. The rest of the research is currently being used for our own purposes. It's excellent. But we want to get some more research. I mean, not research, more materials here, more stuff built. So the archaeological scanner here will be vital for that purpose. And we need some in this space. We need particularly a lot more aluminium and some more carbon, because that's what we are running low on. If we don't have any carbon, we can't make steel. If we don't have any aluminium, we can't build anything. So we want to have that. We want to keep that coming in as much as possible. Now, we do have a lot of aluminium in our main base, and we want to have that resource available for our third base over here, which is currently looking into... Yes, some things are a bit damaged. I'm not quite sure why. Are you guys... Are you still... Yeah, you're... He will start building some more maintenance drones, and then we'll be fine. It'll be okay. Now, we are building a short chain of solar power plants here to reach our third base over here. It's basically a very long finger that we're setting up. Now, what do we want to do in this episode? We want to research a site, particularly this site over here. This is the unknown, basically an unknown base. I think it's an unknown ISA base. I'm just not ISA base. I am not sure. It'll be cool to find out exactly what this is. So that is our quest for the next couple of days, a couple episodes. We have to research this station. That means we have to set up another base in this area here. We can of course build out towards it. It's perfectly possible. We already unlocked the sector. As a matter of fact, we have unlocked... No, we haven't unlocked it. So we have not unlocked it yet. We have to build the unlocked sector 12 satellite first, and that is currently in progress. Once we have that unlocked, the site unlocked, or the sector unlocked, we can build an additional base here, or we can start moving towards it. We can basically move towards, I think it's towards the edge of the map here. Yeah, right there. And that's about as far as we can go. So to go further than that, we'll have to unlock this sector. Now, what's up with you? Why don't you have power? Is that because you are out of reach? Yeah. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. There's a solar farm right there you can use. That'll be fine.
I was created to carry out this mission. And if I have to lie to ISA temporarily to ensure its success, I will.
Why? I have some questions in that regard. Why would you want to lie to ISA? There's absolutely no need. I don't understand why she would have to lie. I mean, there's nobody here pulling the strings, right? There's no one here that's going to stop her from doing her thing. I'm not quite sure exactly why she's worried, but it's alright, it's no problem. We'll figure it out eventually. So in this area right here, we need some more steel, so we can get our archaeological scanner started. It's kind of important that we get that up as soon as possible. We also have a worker factory, a worker drone. Needs to be built over here so we can get that. Because currently we're sitting at 72% load. I want an additional worker drone. We already have a worker hub. If you get another worker drone, that will allow us to basically be able to... Why do we drop so fast? What happened to our drones? I think we need to build some more factories. Some more drone factories. Worker factories. Let's get this up and running and upgraded as soon as possible. And I think we should build an additional one. We already have one in the second base over here, so we don't really need to build another one. This one here will be building more worker drones. Let's put that on priority, as a matter of fact. Let's do that. So that will get what it needs. This is almost... It just requires one more electronics. We currently have quite a bit of electronics, so it's kind of remarkable that it hasn't been built yet. This thing needs steel, but we're running out of iron at the moment. A lot of the iron mines that we used to have, that are old and used to be working, or used to work here, are depleted. So there's no real reason to keep those running anymore. Oh, here we go. Releases oxygen into the atmosphere. Oxygen release plant. Well, that's a good name for a plant that does that. So we can go for the level 3 mines. What does this do? You upgrades mines technology to maximize production yields, blah 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 blah. So just basically just makes it faster. That doesn't really help us much. Carbonate nuclear extraction uses nuclear detonations to extract carbonates and releases CO2. Alright, well that's great. We don't really need that at the moment. Thermal plant. It extracts power from the underground heat resources and supplies it to the grid. Well, that is something that we can actually use. Fusion. It provides an inexpensive and safe energy via nuclear fusion. That is an end goal. It's going to take 50,000 research points to get that. That's a long way away. What does this do? Builds cloud coming to release a surge of connectivity. It's mostly for energy. I don't really want that. Carbon and nanotube tether anchored to the equator. It can carry people and materials into stationary orbit. So we get a space elevator. Allows efficient transfer of resources to and from orbit. Excellent. And the space elevator that allows people to come and objects from space down to the ground. That's great. But it doesn't actually provide us with any. So I don't think I want to research this any further. Let's see. Biotech. Colony level 3. Medium colony that houses 500 colonists. Well, that's great, but I don't really want to do that either. Bioengineered cyanobacteria. Introduce genetically altered bacteria into the oceans that can convert CO2 into... We don't have any oceans yet. A dome colony. A dome colony that houses 1,000 colonists. Well, that's cool. It's going to take 5,000 research points. We currently have 60 research points per month. So it's going to take a long time to have that done. Let's look at the military. Improved assault drone weapons. I think we should go for this. We still want to keep our drones very well maintained. I think we should also build a drone hive over here, just in case, you know. Oxygen release plant. Yeah, why not? Let's build one as well. What is it going to cost? This is going to cost aluminium, steel, and polymers. All right. Well, I don't want to build it here then. Let's build it over here. Terraforming. Let's go oxygen, release plant. Can we build it somewhere here? Right there. Perfect. Is that inside of a maintenance zone? Yes, it is. And power. Is it also within power? Yes, also. Excellent. So that will get built eventually. And with eventually, I mean, I'm positively thinking that it will get built sometime in the future. Currently we have quite a bit of stuff that isn't getting built, while we would like to have it built as soon as possible. Like for instance the steel factory over here. It'd be nice to have that constructed. We just need one more aluminium. We have 216. Can we get this stuff here, please? We also lost a lot of drones, so that means I think that we should definitely think about making more of these drone factories, worker factories. I don't think that the factories that we currently have can keep up. Put one over here. We have 4 worker factories. That should be fine, right? They'll be able to keep up with all the demands of our workers and keep that those numbers up. Alright, so we have this here. How is our construction interspace? Unlock sector 12. Is it done yet? We need 10 parts. Alright. So we currently have a parts factory. Where is it? This one. That isn't doing anything because it's not getting any metal or any steel. Let's put that on priority. We also have one over here. Parts factory over there. Exactly. Let's put that on priority as well. So we need to get that started. We need to get some more metal there. So let's see. We have a aluminium mine over here that is kind of full. Silicon mine. Okay. Where's the iron mine? I'm looking. There it is. There's the iron mine. It's almost finished. It's running out of iron as we speak. So that's a bit of a problem. We have a silicon mine over here. We have a chemical plant over there. I'm looking for more iron. If we don't get any more iron, then we're gonna have a bit of a problem. So we do have an iron mine over here. That's a steel factory. Sorry, my mistake. So we can see the symbols. That is a symbol for an iron mine, and we want to see where we have less. We have some more of those. Nothing over here. Well, we have one iron mine over here. Is that getting built? Yeah, it's getting built. So let's put that on priority. I need that iron. And we are building another additional iron mine over here. It's a level 2 iron mine. But that's about it. Those are the only 3 iron mines I have left standing for the moment, it seems. So we definitely need this facility over here. Can you build this a bit faster? Come on. Oh, it's so slow. Things are just dying of old age because this thing is so slow. We need to upgrade that for sure. Alright, well. Let's see if we can... We have another... we have some more iron here, of course. Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that. We have a lot of food over here, I think. Where is everything being stored? Polymers, not there. So do we have... Right, he's working on another worker. Excellent. So we'll get that built there. And then we'll relieve the load off of one of our very tired worker. Can we get one more aluminium over here, please? It's a steel factory, right? Yeah. I know you don't need to build steel factories everywhere. I did, but you don't have to. It's kind of useless. I wish I want to go for these steel mines over here. Still a lot of steel here. 3,000 right there. We should be able to get that. There's one over here as well. Should still be in range. It's only 800, but it's still something, right? I wish I could get these two. These two over here. 3,000 and 900. So it's 4,000 right there. There's another one over here, and yeah, those are pretty much empty. Only problem is I can't really build on this stuff, this water. Ah, such a shame. Look at all this stuff. It's a perfect base. It's already researched. Everything's done. I don't have to do. I wouldn't have to build any of these ridiculous archaeological scanners that actually don't do anything. All right, let's see. This is silicon mine, carbon mine, glass kiln. Okay, things are getting repaired finally. And this thing is making some more maintenance drones. Excellent. That's going quite well. What I do want to have is this archaeological scanner up and running. I need one more steel. Can we get that, please? The steel is going to help us build some more out, build some more stuff out this way. But the thing is that we would have to build something that only uses steel and not aluminium, because we don't have the aluminium for it. And I think that everything, basically everything, uses aluminium in some way, except of course the steel factory. Wait, don't they use the aluminium factory? I think it's aluminium mine. Oh, it also uses aluminium. Oh, bloody hell! So let's see. Is there anything that doesn't use aluminium? Come on, there has to be something, right? Nope. Everything uses aluminium. Yep, everything uses aluminium. We have a problem over here. We need to get some more aluminium. I wish there was a way to ship aluminium from base to base. Or to just be able to build a road instead. Because the only way I can get drones from over here to over there is by making this chain. I can't build a road. I wish I could. It'll make everything so much easier. We need 2 aluminium over here. Just wondering why it's not being delivered. And 1 glass. What happened to the... Where's our worker drawer? Worker hub. Okay, this is 23% load, 22% load. Why? It doesn't seem like this worker over here doesn't have much to do. So this thing needs steel. That's a drone hive. I always thought that we would get some more drones. It would start speeding things up, but it seems to be things just don't speed up at all. It just stays the same. Okay, well, fine. We do have a lot of buildings that need building, that's for sure. And a lot of them are non-functional or not really helpful, like the biodome, for instance. It doesn't really help us in any way. How is our resources going for 20 research points per month? That's not much. Why is that? What's going on with our research points? Are we not getting any research done because we don't? Okay, that's why. I need them to distribute water and food to these research outposts. If they don't do that, they don't do any research, obviously. Where's the research point over here? There it is. See, it doesn't get no research done because there is no food and water there. If you want to have research done, you need to give them food and research, food and water. They only work on Twinkies, these guys. Anything else? So, well, food and water we have in abundance over here, so this shouldn't be an issue. We have 3,000 water, 3,000 water there. It's a lot of water. Those are perfectly good mines for a level 3 mine right there. But at the moment, 700. That's 500. Okay. Why are you bringing stuff there? You don't need that. Let's reduce the priority in this one. So I would love to have aluminium over here. Found. Something like that. That'll be excellent. How's the load reduced? We have 35% load because we have an additional worker here. We finally have a buddy. Excellent. Why is there no food being produced? I need food over here. I don't need polymers, I need food. Okay. So we need to have an additional chemical factory, or a chemical mine. We have one over here. We could upgrade it. We just don't have the steel at the moment. It's gonna need more iron to be delivered. That's why we have this iron mine over here. It's a level 2 iron mine, so it'll go pretty fast. And that will supply our level 1 steel factory over here with enough material to keep them going for forever. But as soon as this thing is built, we'll upgrade this puppy. It's and then we'll get twice as much steel out of that. Now the chain is going. Which is excellent, that's what we want. It's currently building the extractor over here. I don't really want that. I want them to build the solar farm instead. Keep that going, please. Alright. What else is going on? I mean, there's a food factory over here. It's generating quite a bit of food. Excellent. Let's keep that going. I want to upgrade a food factory so that produces twice as much food. Let's upgrade that one and see if that will improve our food levels. Putting an additional worker. Excellent. And this worker factory level 2, it's kind of expensive. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Oh, that's bloody hell. That's gonna cost us. Alright, let's see. How far are we? We still need 10 parts. It's not going very fast with the parts in this case. Let's see, it needs 10 parts. How many parts do we have? We have 10. So why aren't they here? Because, okay, the situation here is that, what's it called again? Workers. We have a couple of them built now. We have 32 out of 35 once again. Also take parts. So this one little parts facility that we have over here, one part factory, needs to produce enough parts to keep everything running. It's not able to do that at the moment. So reduce the priority on that puppy. That doesn't require anything at all anymore. Also reduce the priority on that. This iron mine is going quite well. It's level 2, is emptying out fast. That's why we have 31, not like 2 or 3. You don't need any more electronics. Excellent to keep you offline. No priority. Everything seems to be okay over here. Nobody needs some serious maintenance. No, the archaeological scanner, that's fine. Everything seems to be okay. Pretty good. We do have a couple more buildings here that have priority that don't need it. Except of course the research facility. That needs all the priority you can get. So let's see, what else do we must have forgotten a couple of them, right? So here another one. So we'll reduce the priority on that puppy. Okay, well, this thing is also finally starting to do research. This should go up. It should start to go up. How about our colonies? Our colonies are also doing quite well. Excellent. Basic colony with capacity of 100. This colony has a capacity of 250 because we upgraded it. But we have 111 people departing. Where are they all going? Oh, we have some people coming here. I'm not quite sure exactly why they're all leaving. I guess they'll eventually come back, right? That's also aluminium. The iron mine over here doesn't need any more. It's already level 2, so it's currently working its ass off. Some more aluminium. We have 1,000, 2,000, that kind of stuff. All good. So we don't need to go any further. Just just need to get this up. If we can get the chain fixed, we'll have all of our iron problems solved for now at least. Why is everything over here starting to go red again? Aren't you making, yeah, you are producing some more. I can't upgrade this. It's a bit of a shame. I wish I could, because then I could build these drones faster. That'd be nice. So it already has all the electronics and polymers it needs to go at least to produce quite a bit of these drones. How's the food factory over here? Also doing excellent. Perfect. Come on, can we get... Alright. Now, there's a bit of a problem with our AI. She is in the assumption that she needs to lie to ISA. I don't think she needs to do that at all, because she's in a position of power. She's on the forefront here working, and ISA is on the background, basically armchairing from a distance, right? So why should she listen to these guys? These guys don't... They obviously don't know what they're doing. Let me put it like that. We got some more chemicals over here. Excellent. Close to a maintenance facility as well. Let's put down a chemical plant. Perfect. We can always get some more chemicals. We are currently at 118, so we don't necessarily need it. But it's better to have more than to not have anything at all. It's better to have love than not to have loved at all. That kind of stuff. Oh, this is the battery. Oh, look at it. It even looks like a battery. Alright, cool. We have two of those, and they both have, basically almost all of them completely full. Structural integrity. Okay, that's structural integrity. Never mind. They should be full, and they will release power when it's needed. So if I have a drop in power because of, I don't know, Martian reasons, then they will kick in and supply the shortfall. Excellent. The temperature hasn't risen, it's only dropped. It's gone down even lower, from -5 degrees to -7.5. It's a bit of a shame, because we need to go to 1 millibar. Water has to go to 400 meters. And currently we're sitting at 396, so we need some more water. But I don't think we can send another wait, we can send another ice asteroid into the planet. That will release more water into the atmosphere. So it will, not in the atmosphere, but it will just release more water into the surrounding lakes and so on, whatever we have here. That's a good strategy. As soon as we have a station free, a spaceport free, this one's a locking sector 12. Let's give that priority. I want those parts sent there. This puppy is working on the methane asteroid. It needs more parts as well. Currently, I don't think it's making. No, we're not making any parts at the moment. And it's because this thing isn't getting its metal. We're sitting at 24 metal, but that's all going to different projects that have a little bit of a higher priority. Colonist migration, that's an ongoing project. Nothing we have to do there. This thing's getting repaired. Okay. So did we find any aluminium here, please? No, just more water. We found another source of water. It's all good. We got 3,000 water. That's great. It's gonna keep us going for quite some time. If I was to realistically look at these resources that they have here, I would say that this planet is not viable, right? There just isn't enough resources to keep a permanent human colony running. There's not enough carbon, there's not enough water, there's not enough of all this stuff. Oh, we got some more. Okay, never mind the water, there's more water coming here. We keep finding more water. Okay. So that's okay, that's going quite well. We have 4 food here, so we can reduce the priority on this thingy. It's going to give us more polymers. That's alright. We don't need the polymers, but we do need the parts. But not on this side though. So the parts factory over here, we can turn this off. We don't need any more parts. We already have all the workers we could build, and there aren't any more parts needed anywhere else. We have the iron mine up and running as well. Perfect. So what's the load? It's at 42%. Okay, let's go ahead and build an additional worker hub. I want to build this worker hub in this direction so we can start moving out. Can we build this here? Yes, we can. Is it going to be within range of our... Yeah, still within range. So I want to start moving in this direction towards the main colony base and get that set up. It's a lot of micromanagement involved here because I had to turn this parts factory off because we don't need any more parts. Not in this colony here, at least not in this base. In the main base, yes, we do, but right here, no. What we need here on land is mostly more colonists, I think. Let's build another additional colony over here as well. Right there. Perfect. We'll get some more people to come and stay here. Maybe that will improve our research points. Because currently that's very low. I mean, it was at 100 and we should be able to get maybe over 100 research points. But for some reason, I don't think they like to work here very much. We do have quite a bit of colonists. And it is slowly going up. I guess our prestige isn't high enough. So how is the sector 12? We have 10 out of 10. Everything is going. So it's building the satellite as we speak. Perfect. So that satellite will get launched very soon. Can reduce the priority in that thing now, puppy. I want to get this as well. I want to raise that temperature. That temperature has to go up a little bit more. What's this? That's the pressure. We get some more greenhouse gases. Pressure is going to go up, which is great. It will also mean that more greenhouse gases will get released into the atmosphere. So more CO2 in the atmosphere, more methane, all this kind of stuff. And the temperature should then also start to rise. Greenhouse gases are 27.6 degrees Celsius. You get an additional methane drop into the atmosphere. That will pump everything up a bit higher. Excellent. That's what we want. Okay, this mine, I don't think it's not gonna stay working for very much longer. Currently, it has an output of 6. Its stockpile is completely full. I don't think it can handle anymore. We do have a warehouse somewhere around here. Let's see, where do we put the warehouses again? I think it was somewhere close to the main hub, right? Oh, right here. That's the storage center. Let's add a resource and say silicon. Now I want the silicon to be moved over to here. Oh, hello. What happened there? So put a minimum of 20, maximum 100 silicon items. They're silicon blocks. So they'll start moving the silicon from here to storage, which is where we want it, because then we can use it whenever we want to use it. Let's reduce the priority on this puppy and increase the priority on him. We want that built. This doesn't have any priority whatsoever, but we don't have the metal at the moment. We do have the carbon, just not the metal. There we go. We don't have the iron. Iron is still quite low. This is making metal as we speak, but it's not going to be enough. We have so many buildings that need to be built.
This will improve the aim for all my drones.
That was it? Oh, bloody hell. You are... You're pretty useless, lady. Okay. Although, of course, that lady is supposed to be me, so yeah, that means that I am totally useless. I can get that, I get that. Alright, one more metal and one more electronics. Then we should be rocking and rolling. And we get this base. Oh, we got 68% load. Got the glass coming to the colony here. It's colony level 2, so that means we get 250 colonists right here. Increase this to a maximum. I think its building limit is. I think it's 5,000 colonists is max. Let's check this out. That's biotech, is that right? Colonist limit is 4,000. Plus 4,000. We had a limit of 1,000 in the beginning, and now we have a limit of 4,000. We should build more colonists, but we can't handle the food. Strain on the food and water would be too great. Although here, on the other hand, we do have the option of doing exactly that. We have enough water, and we have enough chemicals. So this bundle of chemicals over here, 667. Okay, it's not much, but it will. This also has 3,000, so that's going to definitely keep going for quite some time. I want to upgrade. No, I don't want. No, why can't I cancel the upgrade? I don't know why. Let's put this on priority. I need that done first. And these guys as well. And then we'll start thinking about upgrading this chemical plant over here. I would like to build an additional chemical plant over here. But we don't need the level 2. This is a bit ridiculous. Let's go for the level 1 chemical plant. Perfect. So that will slowly extract more chemicals. And that's all good. What's this over here? That's the inside lander. Okay, excellent. That's a lot of objectives right there that I don't really care much about. One more electronics and one more aluminium. That shouldn't take too long. It's already coming. You can see it's coming this way. We're back up 35. Excellent. So we are at full capacity. This is gonna take a little bit. Parts and steel, yeah, those don't go very well together. And parts are very expensive. Basically, take one steel and one aluminium. Aluminium is not a problem. We have a ton of that. It's just that the steel, yeah, just yeah, it takes a while. We need more steel. We have quite a few steel factories. One went there, one there, two there, basically. But they simply don't have they don't get the resources that they need. So this guy's at full capacity, 6 out of 6. So why aren't we getting the... Okay. This probably has to do with the fact that we don't have enough workers, because 71% load is quite high. I would like to get this thing built. We just need one more electronics, and they're coming for the colony instead. Alright, so they're moving the metal to the colony, which is great, because we need 6 and we already have 1, so we need 5 more. And this thing also needs one more metal and one more. No, it doesn't even need one more electronics. It already has the electronics. Just one steel. Can we get the steel to come over here? We can build another factory worker, and the worker drone will be excellent. Get this puppy up and running. So we should be able to increase our colony size here. Just a little bit, just a tad little bit. I think that we should be able to build or be able to supply everybody with all their needs here. Why isn't this producing anything? See, it has food. Its storage is its stockpile is not full. Not quite sure why it's not doing that. Here comes another worker hub. Excellent. So for advanced technology, I don't see any recycling centers. I would like to have a recycling center. That would be nice. Then we could recycle some of the materials that we don't use anymore. So we have another Zeppelin coming here. Is it already? It's already putting people here, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna dump people on this imaginary site. There's nobody living here yet. We can't. There's nobody going to live here yet. We need to build some more. Some more factories and stuff before we can actually do that. There we go. Here comes the colony. Should jump this up to over 1,000. Excellent. But how are you supposed to feed and provide for 5,000 colonists? A little bit ridiculous. Particularly with these reduced numbers. So there's already one person here? Alright, oh cool. Welcome to the team, I guess. I want another factory. I want another food factory. Level 2. Should we go for level 2? What level is this? This is a level 1, of course. So a level 2 food factory should get food provided way faster. Let's just put it down. So it's gonna need materials from a bunch of sites. Oh, never mind. We are low on power again. Fission plant generates power using nuclear fission. We don't have the material. Why can't? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I need some more solar panels. Start moving on this direction, shall we? This is directly at the edge. And let's put another solar power plant over here. Now the reason why I'm putting it there is that we can get a little bit of a thicker road. 2 drones working next to it is faster than just the one. Alright, excellent. This thing it's already got all the food that it requires. All the food and water. Alright, the ecological scanner is off. Glass kiln, we don't need that at the moment. Can turn that off as well for now. The ecological scanner, I would like to have that supplied with power, but I don't see any way to do that at the moment. Just gonna have to wait until this solar farm is up and running. It'll take a while. Let's just leave them for what they are doing. Okay, look at this. You know, we are going. It's going pretty fast through here. So good. So I want that up and running as well. We have quite a lot of glass. Electronics have gone down again. Sad enough. Alright, we just need some more solar power plants. Right there. Right there. Right there. I know this is a huge waste. But this is the cheapest way to get these very far separated sites to actually connect. Like that. Perfect. Got a whole chain. It's a big smiley face, I guess. So I have this chain going from base to base. Wonderful. And we'll get it thicker eventually. We'll start building some more stuff there, like more colonists, colony sites and that kind of things. It'll be fine. We'll get it working. So why isn't there no road from here to there? Is it because it's just outside of reach? Is that what the reason is? Let's put a solar farm in between. Yeah. That gives us both roads, a road from both sides. We need that, so that it actually makes a physical connection. So we have a road that goes from there all the way up to here. Perfect. So this needs one more glass. Colony number 2 over here is getting more people. Excellent. We have a limit of 1,200 people now. 1,200 colonists. Excellent. Food is not doing so great though. Food factory over here. Another food factory over here that we want to get built. It's level 10. Level 2 though. This is very expensive. It's gonna take a while to get that built. This chain of solar farms. This is what we want on Earth as well. Just a huge chain of solar power plants going from basically around the equator, just generating power for all of mankind. I think that would be enough solar panels, right? So how are we doing over here? We have an empty space in between here. This puppy is not getting any of the things that it needs. Do we have Sector 12 available yet? Not yet. So what's going on? We have Sector 12. It's going to take 2 more months. Maybe 1 month left. And then that will be finished. Then we can get Sector 12. Oh, sorry about that. Sector 12 available. And then we can start thinking about making an additional landing site. So then we can basically just land at the site. Then we want to research. Build a whole base around it. And feed some more people. Because they won't do any research until they have food and water. So you have to have food and water available. Otherwise, yeah, you can forget about that. Maintenance plant over here. Worker hub needs metal. Steel, sorry. And the water extractor is not going to get done anytime soon. It's fine. This is all within range. Excellent. So that's pretty good. I would like to have this done as well. Maintenance facility isn't a priority, but it's a good idea to have that set up as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and give that priority. I need this work hub also a priority. That will get built as soon as possible. 2 aluminium. Is that coming? Oh, it's glass. It's glass. Okay. Bring the last little bit of glass. Aluminium we have in like tons of, so that should be on its way pretty soon. Okay, do we really want to keep working on this? It's gonna take 10 steel to build this puppy. Yeah, well, let's just keep it going. We need the oxygen. We're currently at 0.6 millibar. We need some more water though. I think it's... Yeah, this puppy isn't doing anything at the moment. It's still unlocking Sector 12. Why am I calling everything a puppy? Anyways. Alright. The aero brake is working. We're building the rocket. Nice. So we're pretty close to completion there. One of the things... We could build an additional... Can we? Can we build that? I'm thinking a spaceport. If we build another spaceport, we should be able to get another bunch of projects done. Special project complete. Unlock Sector 12. Okay, Sector 12 unlocked now finally? Yes. Sector 12 is unlocked. We have access to the site. So now we need to get an additional landing site. This is very expensive, but we need it. So we can get that this site explored as soon as possible and figure out what the hell is going on here. So this site was abandoned because they couldn't get contact to it anymore. Well, alright, well, we'll get the additional landing site in the next episode. We'll get this chain of little beads around the neck of Mars set up as soon as possible. We basically got a quarter of the planet already covered. Still way more to go. I don't quite know what else we should build. I mean, a lot of these things are going to be underwater. We don't need that. And we don't really have the resources to spend on... Alright, let's go. What does she want?
Amazing news. My daughter had her first outdoor training today. Her first...
Alright, let me just stop you right there. See, what do we need? We want I think we want the fastest roads, or do we want the Hyperloop? The Hyperloop is pretty fast. Connect distance buildings with super fast underground tunnels. So I like that. Because then we can make Hyperloops. Superior roads and allows transport between distant points of cargo and workers. not quite sure how this is supposed to work, but we want to get the hyperloop. So but it requires the fastest road. This thing gives us. Yeah, let's just research this. We also need the additional
Mars walk.
anyway.
She did great.
Mom, please stop.
Sona, I'm just telling Amy. Sorry, I guess that isn't mission critical information, but it is an incredible step forward. You know, motherhood didn't cross my mind before I signed up to come here. But here I am, confined in a bubble with a moody teenage daughter. Colonizing a planet will change a person, huh?
Humans weren't made to live on Mars. Nothing about your presence here is natural. You face an uninhabitable world every day and live confined in close quarters. I suggest prioritizing work on Mars's atmosphere. Once we achieve sufficient oxygen levels, colonists will be able to go outside without pressure suits.
That's a phenomenal idea. That will open up so much space for us, physically and mentally. There's a few special projects in the queue that would help us get there. As soon as you select one, we'll get to work.
Complete Advanced Space Technology Research, SO3. What? What? She wants me to complete this. That's a space elevator. That's import ice from Europa. What? Biotech. That's. So I have to do this instead of the building limit, the engineering research. All right. Well, fine. We'll get that done. And we'll get this situation resolved in the next episode. I mean, the colonists have their own agenda, their own plans. That makes sense, right? And we have our own plans. We have our own goals. We have our own mission to try and accomplish.
I should direct research into the available space technologies. They will enable further expansion.
They will enable further expansion. Okay, well, cool. Let's just close some things off. I need that glass kiln to work. This is highest priority. We need that glass for the solar farms. Anyways, we'll continue working here in the next episode. As soon as that solar farm over here is done. So anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. It's fine. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye-bye.